I found a design that launched in January 2025 and has already done in the first 2 months of being live over $20,000 of revenue on Etsy. And so today I'm gonna walk you through how to take a design like that, design it and adapt it for print on demand. Now, I spent a lot of time doing research to kind of understand what is trending well across Etsy. And the way that I found this design was I was doing my common research method, which is going onto Etsy and utilizing my Everbee tool to kind of see what the revenue is across the platform. And so what I did is I actually wanted to take a look at not just t-shirts, but I wanted to take a look at the wall art category to kind of see in different pockets of Etsy what types of items are trending well. So what I've done is I've searched for wall art using Everbee. I have filtered the listing age to 2 months to really only see like what has been popular in the last 2 months. And I've started to kind of go through and find different designs. Now, what I found is that multiple listings in the custom matchbook art were trending really, really well. And so we saw a couple of different listings like this one, and this one that together combined have done over $20,000 worth of revenue in January and February. A lot of this revenue is likely driven by Valentine's Day and offering it as a gift to your partner, but these are designs and ideas that can work really, really well through gifting throughout the entire year, anniversary gifts, birthday gifts, things like that. And so I wanted to find a way to see how we can apply this amazing example of a custom artwork and cross niche that over to print on demand for apparel. Now, this design method is going to be a little bit more high effort. If you remember last year, this design of the bootleg couples t-shirt was so popular. Listings like this do over $30,000 per month in revenue. So while it is a little bit higher effort, the ability and upside to make a ton of money is really there. And so that's why I wanted to spend some time on this design, because I think the potential is already showcased here in the wall art space, that a lot of people are spending a lot of money, $40 to $60, to try to use a digital design to then print out on their own. How could we utilize that same data to apply to a t-shirt or a mug or something like that that kind of has the same design aesthetic and the same design idea, but is meant for actual physical goods? What I loved about this design is that it's customizable, but it also has a bunch of different types of decals and logos here that we can actually take from a platform like Kittl to go ahead and find those templates and use them in a space like this. So it really paired nicely with my design expertise, which is I'm not a graphic designer at heart, but seeing a design like this was something that I saw and was like, I can digest this, and I would be able to do this by taking blank images and applying logos onto those images. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. So once I've decided that this is the design that I'm going to move forward with, I'm gonna go over to Kittl. Kittl is a design software that is perfect for folks like me that do not have a graphic design background, that have a lot of housed templates of things already designed by designers that you can take, tweak, and edit for your own commercial usage for your print on demand products, as long as you subscribe to them. And really already has a lot of that inspiration baked into the platform that really helps people like myself take these designs and figure out how they would fit in a broader kind of graphic design like this one, where there's a lot of different matchbooks and we need to fill up that space. Once I'm over on Kittl, you're gonna go over to new project. And what's really great about Kittl is it makes it really, really easy to understand what you're trying to design and what types of settings you need. For this example, I'm going to go over to print on demand, and I'm going to link it to a Printify t-shirt because that is something that I want to test here. Once you've done that, it'll split out this blank template that says Printify t-shirt already in the right sizing. So we're ready to kind of start designing. Now, Kittl is great because it has a bunch of different templates that you can use. But as we saw in the designs, what kind of makes up a design like this is going to be a bunch of blank matchbooks that have designs applied to them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and find some blank matchbook images. You can find these on Etsy. You can buy them from folks. You can go across the web. Adobe has some that if you have a subscription to there, you can download those as well. So I've just gone ahead and uploaded a bunch of those types of blank matchbooks that I found or purchased. And I'm going to add some of them to this template so I can kind of start getting a feel on which design I want to offer. This is kind of what I started out with. The other designs had like a lot of matchbooks. I don't want to commit to that many matchbooks at this point. I think having something with just, 4 or 5 is going to be graphic enough that will allow me to kind of get the message across, only have like 4 or 5 personalized pieces, which is more digestible for myself as a print on demand seller. And I like this color aesthetic that I've gone with, which is a little bit brighter, a little bit more bold, and ultimately more of what I'm hoping to design that differentiates it from some of the other designs I've seen out there. Once I kind of have the layout as I want, and I can always kind of like edit this and move it around and tweak it, I am now going to do the powerhouse item of Kittl, and I'm going to pull in a lot of different templates that I'm seeing on the space that I really, really like. And the templates are going to be the things that we ultimately end up changing and editing to go on these matchbooks as our personalized elements. And to me, these templates are going to be the things that really help me because it gives me a visual without having to like change and come up with every single font element, graphic element. It puts them together in a way that I can decide, yeah, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to add in a couple of different things that make it more me. And so what I've done is I've just started to pull in a bunch of different like logos and different templates that I found across the space. If you go over to templates, you can basically search all types of different types of theming that you think makes sense for your design and pull those over by just clicking on them and adding them into your artboard. Once I have in my artboard, I can basically just start kind of copying and pasting some of these designs onto my matchbooks to give an example of what somebody might be able to personalize and customize this to look like. So now this is what I've kind of done as an initial stab. I have added in a bunch of the text and designs here, tweaked them to be a little bit more different than what we're seeing, but for the most part, use them as a jumping off point for my design. I've edited this one to be kind of a school, university, year of. I have a different like local coffee shop that I've added here, a different vineyard that could be a location of interest, a beach in case that is something that is a date spot or an anniversary spot, as well as Yosemite in case this is something that folks are out camping. So you can take these different types of elements, have them as an example here, and allow for different personalization and kind of tweaks from the customer. Obviously, you would be charging a little bit of a more expensive price point. This is something that you could offer as a digital download, but what I think would be really cool is if you actually offer this as something that could be put onto a t-shirt or a mug or something like that, since that is not what's happening with the current products. The current products are people are paying $30 to $60 for a digital design like this that they can go and actually have printed on their own accord. This would be something that you would market as more of a gift like that boyfriend, girlfriend, bootleg t-shirt that is customized and personalized to that specific person at a little bit of a higher price point because it's going to take a little bit more time. But since we're seeing this sell already so well in the digital space, I think this is something that would work really, really well for print on demand and be completely different than what is out there today. So this is an example of what it could look like as a mock-up. Obviously opens the realm for so many different types of applications, but already looks so cool, different, graphic, customized, really, really easy to make as well, as long as you know where you're starting and where you're looking to go. I would list this on Etsy as something that allows for 4 to 5 different customizations, and up to you on how many kind of revisions you are accepting for a product like this, but definitely could charge a higher price point for the personalized element to it. If you are interested in Kittl, I will drop a link to them below. They are my go-to for designs like this and trying to put my own spin on what is performing well in different markets. They are offering a 25% discount for new users that sign up through that code, and that will get you 25% off your first month or your first year, depending on which direction you go. If this was helpful whatsoever, please like and subscribe for more content like this.